Hello and welcome. I'm Vincent McCory and this is Africa 54. In a major political development, Egypt's entire cabinet has resigned. Interim Prime Minister Hazel El-Belawi made the announcement on Monday in a nationally televised address. However, he did not give a clear reason for their decision. The military-backed interim government has been in control of Egypt since the army ousted former President Mohamed Morsi last July. Egypt is planning to hold a presidential election in April, followed by a vote for a new parliament as part of its post-Morsi transition plan. Now, political observers believe the cabinet's resignation is a precursor to Army Chief Field Marshal Abdel Fattah el-Sissi declaring his candidacy for president. Well, if, as widely expected, Abdel Fattah el-Sissi runs to become Egypt's next president, he'll be drawing on support from voters tired of upheaval and domestic media that almost uniformly sing his praises. VOA's Elizabeth Arrott reports from Cairo on the seeming inevitability of another military figure as president.
The space for political dialogue in Egypt is taken up very much by one man. Field Marshal Abdel Fattah el-Sissi dominates the landscape, and though he's yet to declare his candidacy, his supporters call him the nation's only hope. For Strong Egypt party founder Abdulmanim Abdel Fattah, that sense of all or nothing sums up what's wrong with the country 3 years after a popular uprising.
A revolution took place, and the Egyptian nation offered martyrs for the sake of having real elections.
Abdel Fattah believes the current military-installed government has made real elections impossible.
In the name of fighting terrorism, it exercises oppressive acts against the political opposition, and we hope we succeed in our efforts with all different sides at dialogue.
Inclusiveness is something Abdel Fattah says he tried in the 2012 election. A former Muslim Brotherhood leader, he presented himself as a moderate independent, attracting everyone from students and housewives to ultra-conservative Salafists, all while boasting an unveiled Marxist woman as a political advisor. He saw no such inclusion in the presidency of the race's victor, former Brotherhood colleague Mohamed Morsi. Abdel Fattah was among those who last year called for early elections, but he rejected the military's forcing Mr. Morsi out.
It claimed it had to do this to avoid a civil war. But what is happening in Egypt now is a civil war. All the killings that occurred, the conflict and polarization that exists.
Some see the problem as a lack of seasoned politicians to face up to the problems. Abdel Fattah, for example, is an accomplished physician, but in the last campaign lacked what many felt was a credible economic plan. Political analyst Hisham Qasim, who thinks Abdel Fattah would only gain single-digit support, also finds fault with the public, even one which overthrew long-serving autocrat Hosni Mubarak, sadly comfortable with strongman leadership.
When you come out of authoritarian rule, you're always stuck with a whole batch, a lot of hypocrites. Okay? And if Sisi tomorrow decides, I'm not running, they're going to look for the runner-up and move their guns there, other forces.
If so, they may have options. Retired Armed Forces Chief of Staff Sami Anan has made plans to enter the race. Abdel Fattah blames not just military figures, but also the stubbornness of Egypt's other political parties.
They were not trained on dialogue, argument, on accepting the other, and on gaining something and losing another, and that this is the nature of democratic politics.
Even this potential bridge candidate has given up on the possibility of give and take in a country he now calls a republic of fear. Abdel Fattah is refusing to run. Elizabeth Arrott, VOA News, Cairo.